Today on The Good Stuff.
Oh my God! Stop, I'm gonna cry.
This busy mom gets all the feels when Megan Arthurs declutters and gifts her with a much-needed home office makeover.
It's so nice.
Then, from dog show to dog on the go. Keep your pooch happy with pro tips from a show dog trainer.
Make sure you get right to the skin.
Okay.
Keep the dog healthy and happy and glowing like Blanche is here.
You look beautiful, girl. I love you
You're
so much.
gorgeous.
Plus, she's creamy, she's smoky, she's perfect for snacking. You won't believe how easy it is to whip up one of my all-time favorite dips.
To the show. Listen, I love a dip. Truly, every single day when I get home from work, you can count on the fact that the first thing I do is go rooting around the refrigerator for something dippy to snack on. So today, I'm gonna kick things off with a creamy, smoky dip that will be the star of your table and have you hooked. It's perfect for entertaining or just whipping up and enjoying it all by yourself after work and probably ruining your appetite for dinner like I do pretty much every day. We're making my spicy eggplant harissa spread or dip. It's super tasty. Yeah. I'm actually really excited about this recipe because I've had this one in the old Rolodex for a while, because I'm not gonna lie, this was, when Jamie Oliver was coming on the show a few months ago, I didn't know if I was gonna make a recipe as well, or if we were just doing all his recipes. So I wanted to write something up that was a little Jamie Oliver-y. So this is that recipe, because I feel like making it today, because I love a dip. So I feel like it would be Jamie Oliver approved. I'm feeling good about it. So the first thing we need to do is get to work on our eggplant. Now, if you've never worked with an eggplant before, I get it. They're kind of odd. Like, it's like this aubergine-y purple color. The inside is white. I don't know who saw this and said, egg? But you know what? I'm not mad about it. But the first thing we want to do is we want to roast this up really, really well and get it nice and blackened. Now, the first thing you need to do anytime you're working with an eggplant, if you're not cutting it, is you need to stab it. You need to poke a bunch of holes in it using either a fork or a knife. The skin can be a little bit tough, so you do want to get in pretty far though, so it feels pretty vigorous, I'm not gonna lie. It's a good way, again, you're getting home after a long day, you can just do this and have a nice time and you're good to go. By doing this, you're gonna give steam somewhere to go. Now, I have roasted an eggplant before and I've made the mistake of not poking holes in it. And boy, oh geez, she can explode. So definitely do not skip this step. It is critical. So now what I wanna do is, without any oil or anything, I'm just gonna pop this onto a sheet pan. You could also do this on the barbecue if you wanted to, but when it's cold out or maybe you don't have a barbecue, this is an easy way to do it as well. We're gonna pop it into the oven under the broiler. So I've got my rack set to the middle kind of area, and I'm gonna pop the broiler on high. Now you want that to go for 10 minutes. It's a good long time. It's gonna give you a good char on that eggplant. Give it a flip about halfway through. We're looking to build a nice smokiness on the outside of that eggplant. So while that gets to broiling, I'm gonna get to work on some garlic. Now, since the oven is on, and I am gonna roast that eggplant after it chars up, I wanted to roast some garlic, because like, the oven's on, why not roast some garlic? You know what I mean? It's always a good thing. So just in case you don't know how to roast garlic, it's super simple. You just get a whole bulb of garlic, whole head, and what you do is you grab a good sharp kitchen knife, and you just wanna cut about 1/3 of the way down. And you wanna expose those beautiful cloves of garlic. That's gonna give you kind of somewhere to put some flavoring. If you want to, you can also just do this whole, but they don't get as caramelized, which I don't love. I like it a little more caramelly. So I'm gonna pop that bulb of garlic right onto a square of some aluminum foil. Add on just a touch of olive oil. That just helps kind of conduct some heat. Season that up with some salt, a little bit of pepper. You could put some rosemary in there as well. That would give you a little bit of a perfumey flavor, really nice and tasty. But all you need to do now is wrap this up like you just went to the keg in 1992 and you've got your leftovers, you know what I mean? You can make a little swan, or you could just do a little like dumpling like that. You are good to go. That is gonna just seal everything in. It's gonna make sure that that garlic doesn't burn. It's just gonna nice and slow roast. So once your eggplant has been in the oven for that 10 minutes under the broiler, set the temperature to 375. So it's gonna go down in temperature a bit. That's when we're gonna add in our garlic. So as you can see, take a gander at this eggplant. He's cooked down a little bit. He looks kind of deflated. That's exactly what you're looking for. The outside is a little bit charred, absolutely beautiful. That's gonna give you a ton of flavor. So I'm gonna add that garlic right onto the pan, and you wanna let that go for 35 to 40 minutes at that 375. That's gonna slow roast that eggplant down and make the inside really nice and kind of custardy. You're gonna end up with something that looks very sad, a very sad eggplant, but this is flavor. There's gonna be a little bit of char in there. It's gonna be absolutely beautiful. So to prepare this, you do wanna get rid of that skin, or most of that skin. If you want this to be extra charred, feel free to leave a little bit on, but I'm just gonna lop off the top, just where that little stem is, and just cut that open. It is cooked down, it is nice and tender now. Honestly, it is a very strange, technically berry, I think. An eggplant is a berry, but it tastes really beautiful. It absorbs flavor really nicely. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scoop that flesh out from that skin. As you can see, it comes out super simply, almost like an avocado would. And we're just gonna pop that into a food processor. So remove all that skin. Again, not the cutest thing in the world, but you do this before and it turns into a beautiful, beautiful dip. And again, if you want more char flavor, feel free to leave some of that skin on. That will give you a lovely, again, smokiness, which I absolutely love. So pop that right on in. Then we're gonna go in with some of that roasted garlic. Now, my favorite thing about roasted garlic is you open that baby up, it is soft and squidgy. This is my favorite thing. Are you ready? You do this, you squeeze it, and the garlic kind of just squeezes out. That's just flavor right there. So we're gonna add a good amount of that in. You can do as little or as much as you want. We're gonna go whole bulb because that's what I'm feeling right now. If you don't use the whole bulb, feel free to just pop this in your fridge. You can keep it for a good few days. Pop it into a salad dressing, into your pasta sauce, really anything, and you are good to go. Now we're gonna start building more flavor in here. So the first thing I need for a little bit of freshness is some lemon zest and lemon juice. You know me, if I'm using a lemon, I'm pretty much always using the zest because I don't wanna throw that money away. Use that zest and zest it right on top of that food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you can also do this in like a smoothie blender or something like that. But by zesting it right over top, all of the oils that are in that lemon skin will just shoot right into the food processor as opposed to being left on your cutting board. Because your cutting board will smell nice, but you're wasting a bunch of flavor on it, and you're never eating that thing. Just let it do its thing. All right, add in the lemon juice as well. You can add in as much or as little as you'd like. I like things really, really punchy when I'm making a dip. And then for some added smokiness, I'm going in with some smoked paprika and a little bit of cumin. The cumin and smoked paprika give really nice, again, smokiness. Smoked paprika tastes like the bacon of your spice cupboard, and cumin to me tastes meaty. You know what I mean? It's giving that like a meaty kind of lemoniness. So I'm going in with half a teaspoon of each of those. And then for more creaminess, that eggplant is really nice and creamy, and that roasted garlic is creamy, but I want an additional kind of nutty creaminess. So I'm going in with about, I'd say, a quarter to a half cup of tahini. Now, if you've never had tahini before, tahini is like the peanut butter of the sesame seed world. It's really delicious. It's great in like a vegan Caesar salad dressing. It brings a ton of flavor, and it's kind of a key ingredient in hummus. So it's a very dippy ingredient to begin with. So that's going on in. Now, the secret ingredient in this recipe, that's not very secret because it's in the name, is harissa. Harissa is a spice blend. It's from Tunisia. It's really, really punchy. There's tons of stuff going on in here. It can be really spicy. I like harissa paste. You can also buy it in the powder. But of the paste, you want about 2 to 4 teaspoons of that to go in. It's gonna be smoky, a little bit spicy, absolutely beautiful. And then for a little bit of meatiness, I'm going in with some walnuts. Now, you can leave those out. You could do pine nuts if you want, but that's gonna give it nice texture. Then I'm gonna add in just a little bit of some chopped parsley in there as well. Season that up with some salt, a little bit of pepper. Literally yesterday, I made like 3 types of dip to keep on hand in the fridge. I know myself well. I go home and I want dip and I want cheese and crackers. I feel like I'm like reverting to when I was in grade 4 and I'd come home and be like, Mom, what's for snacks? Same thing, same vibe. So now I'm just gonna blitz that together just until it's nice and creamy. Those walnuts are gonna break down. You can leave them as chunky or as fine as you'd like, but you can see that harissa and that smoked paprika coming out in that beautiful red color. My main bone to pick when it comes to dips is when you buy them at the grocery store, they can be pricey. Whereas if you make them yourself, they are super cost effective. You get way more dip and way more bang for your buck. So I'm just gonna transfer this right on into a bowl. You can pop this into a resealable container as well. That would be beautiful. Then to top this off, I'm gonna do a little bit of a swirl. Pop a little bit of extra olive oil on there just for a little zhuzh. Maybe a little more harissa if you're feeling it. I'm going on with some of those walnuts just to cue that we've got some crunch in there. A little bit of some crumbled feta too. And then of course, see now I'm winning ya. That feta. A little bit of parsley as well. And you have got a dip for the ages. I'm so excited about this. Let's give it a taste. Serve that up with some pita and you are good to go. Let's give it a go. Oh my gosh. It's smoky, it's spicy, it's creamy. That is one heck of a dip. We gotta take a break, we'll be right back.
Tomorrow on The Good Stuff, it's our Save and Splurge show.
You're a woman on the go.
I'm a woman on the go and I have salsa to make.
Yeah, from tools in the kitchen to clothes in the closet. Find out when it is and isn't worth it to splash the cash. Plus,
This is the perfect save and splurge dinner.
I'll reveal which ingredient I go large with to put a special spin on an easy meal. That's tomorrow on The Good Stuff.
We all have that dumping ground, the place where stuff goes that we just don't have time or energy to organize. So when Vanessa reached out to us for help organizing her home office, we sent Megan Arthurs to the rescue.
Hey Mary, it's your bud Megan, and I am so excited because it's time for an organizing makeover, and you know I love organizing people's homes. It's the most practical way to support someone's lifestyle, routine, and quality of life. So today I'm helping Vanessa, who is a busy mom, entrepreneur, and owns a bakery in Toronto. She says her home office has turned into a chaotic dumping ground and she really wants to reclaim her space once and for all, so let's see if we can help her out. Okay, Vanessa, thank you so much for inviting me into your home. I want to hear all about your space and how the home office is functioning for you right now.
Yes, so it's overwhelming. My space is a little bit cluttered.
The items on the floor, well, let's just say it's an eclectic way to organize your items, but honestly, it is a huge eyesore and maybe a tripping hazard for her and her daughter too. Okay, and like in a perfect world, like what do you want this space to look like, to feel like how do you want it to function?
When I'm in this space, I want to be inspired and I want to like enjoy being here, doing my emails, getting inspiration. I share with my daughter.
Yeah.
She's a year and a half, and when mommy's working, she's also in the space doing her puzzles or doing a few things, and I'm trying to keep her busy so I can also get my work done.
Okay, so a section for her would be preferable if possible.
It would be awesome, and I think she would really enjoy something like that.
There really is a lack of storage in her current furniture, especially that desk. There's no drawers, and what's happening is the surface is becoming overwhelmed with supplies, stationery, her daughter's toys, so we definitely need to have a desk with some drawers. What does this makeover mean to you?
It means a breath of fresh air. It means that I'll be able to work without feeling so cluttered and in my head that I need to get things done. So I'm looking forward to just breathing and working easy.
Amazing. We're very excited to get started.
Awesome.
So we've sent Vanessa away and it's time to get this makeover started. Let's meet the team. We've got Joe, Justin, and Cynthia. So my plan for this makeover is to tackle all the big stuff today and save the small final touches, or what I like to call dressing up the space, for tomorrow. The first thing that we have to do is declutter. There is a lot of clutter and pile up on the floor. I gotta sort that out and get that out of the room. The second thing we're gonna do is replace some of the current furniture. Vanessa needs a few upgrades with a little more storage, so we're gonna get that assembled for her today. The third thing we're gonna do is tackle that closet. Okay, trick or treat. This closet is feeling like a trick, but I'm gonna turn it into a treat. There's a lot going on inside of that closet, and I think it's gonna be all hands on deck. I would love if you could sort it into piles, and then I'm giving Vanessa some homework tonight. She's gonna tell us in the morning, what's staying, what's going, and then we can put it away in a better fashion. And finally, you know, the room has to sort of have a sense of flow, and if we're not feeling that by the end of the day, we're in trouble. That's it for day one, and we'll be back tomorrow to finish off this makeover.
Please welcome Megan Arthurs. Oh my gosh, Megan, hello.
Hey, Mary.
How's it going?
It is going great.
That was a thrill. What's it like getting to go into people's houses and be like, I'm gonna fix this organization situation?
Honestly, I love it because I know it stresses people out.
Yeah.
But when I walk in, I'm like, oh, I see all the possibilities. I don't see problems.
See, that's the thing. When you bring in a fresh pair of eyes, they can see past all of the like, oh my gosh, and
Yes.
just actually get to the root of the issue.
You got it.
Okay, so this is such a common dilemma for so many people, especially using a spare closet or that one closet we all have that's just kind of a catch-all. You check stuff in, you close the door, you pretend it doesn't exist. But you've got an easy kind of 3-step method to keeping things organized.
You got it. And we're going to start with the first step, which is really defining the purpose of the closet. We want to decide what is going to specifically live in this closet. And I have 3 examples to show you. So general examples could be arts and crafts, right?
Yeah.
If you have an abundance in arts and crafts, this is great. We can see through it. Love the clear containment.
Isn't that satisfying?
Even gift wrap.
Yeah.
I know a lot of households, the gift wrap is exploding everywhere. It's
Yeah.
like, where are you storing that? So really handy. And backstock for a family is also a really great way to put in a spare bedroom closet.
Yeah, I love it because a lot of people like to buy in bulk. It's usually more economical, and if you have the space, then you're good to go.
They do.
Yeah.
Yes, we got a great backstock one here.
Yeah.
And it's really important that we define the purpose because, you know, like you said, you take the closet and you're like, I don't know what to do with this. I'm going to shove it in the closet.
Yeah.
We want to avoid that.
Okay, right on. So once we've kind of got the purpose of the closet
Yes.
defined, the next step is to sort and declutter what is currently happening in there.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is my favorite step in the process. And I know it's many people's least favorite step in the process because it's overwhelming. So we want to take everything out of the closet.
This is the moment where you will say, I am a Tetris wizard, because how did I fit all of this into this closet in the first place?
It's so true.
Yeah.
And also the moment when you're like, should I not be doing this?
Yeah.
Instant regrets.
Yeah.
It's part of the process where things look a little bit messy
Yeah.
before they look tidy.
Totally.
So taking things out and sorting through them one by one. And I like to use a 4-box method. So grab 4 boxes, 4 bags, anywhere in the house. It doesn't matter what they look like. And they stand for keep, donate, relocate, and discard. So
Okay.
putting items in one of those 4 boxes. And then it's important to pay a little extra attention to the keep box. So within those keep items, you want to micro-categorize your items. So you can see, you know, what are the duplicates here? What are the quantity of items? And this is going to help you identify if you need certain storage for the closet.
See, I love that. And I love the relocate in particular, because maybe sometimes you get the thing and you just don't have time to think about where you normally keep it. You shove it in that closet. So this is going to give everything the home that it deserves.
Exactly,
Yeah.
which is really important.
See, this is my favorite. I'm really pumped we're talking about this today because I'm fully in this mode right now.
Yes.
I'm in the like organize my house mode. It's coming into spring. This is what happens for me.
Yeah, you start to get the feels. You're like, okay, it's time.
It's happening. All right, so once we get that done, let's talk storage solutions.
Yes, so it's not mandatory to bring storage into the closet. However, I will say that it really helps you stay organized for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about 3 different solutions. The first is a classic rolling cart.
Oh, yeah.
You love a rolling cart,
I do
right?
love one of these. This is where I keep all my craft supplies.
Amazing.
Yes.
So they're really handy because they're flexible and portable, and it's what I like to call evolving storage. So as your lifestyle changes and your home changes, you can still utilize the cart. So we have a 3-tier one right here that I have gift wrap supplies on. And again, you can change the contents over time. I also want to talk about drawer units. So drawer units can be handy because it keeps things accessible and tidy, but it also conceals your storage.
See, this is the thing. Then
right?
the things inside don't have to be neat and tidy. You just shove them in the drawer.
It's true. It's true. You can do that. So we're using the vertical space. And again, the one we have here is super neutral. You could put it in different rooms in the home. And finally, using the real vertical space.
This
you
is
know I
it.
love it.
I
Yeah.
do love
So
this.
this is an over-the-door organizer, which I love. I have board games in this one.
Yeah.
This is a really durable one because it is obviously holding these heavy-weighted games.
Totally.
Some of them come with clear pockets. I don't find them as fantastic.
Yeah.
This is really easy to assemble, easy to take down, store away if you have a change of heart and don't want to use it.
Totally.
But it's a really great option for the unoccupied use of the back of the door.
Oh, I love that. And there's pockets on the side, too. That's absolutely fantastic.
Handy.
Hot tip, though, switch out the screws, make them a little longer in that door hinge, and you are good to go.
You know best.
I do know now. Oh, fantastic, Megan. That was great. Such good ideas. We are going to see how you transform Vanessa's office after the break, so stick around.
Okay, Vanessa, thank you so much for inviting me into your home. I want to hear all about your space and how the home office is functioning for you right now.
It's crazy. It's overwhelming. So is it working? No.
Okay.
When Vanessa wrote to us for help organizing the dumping ground her home office had become, we knew it was a mission for the one and only Megan Arthurs.
Welcome back to day 2 of our organizing makeover. Let's do a little recap. So we're helping Vanessa reclaim her office space. She is a busy mom and entrepreneur, and she really wants her office to be a creative and inspiring space to work. Yesterday, we were able to declutter the space, finally got my hands on that closet, and we were able to assemble all the large furniture, which means today we're going in with finishing touches, and then it's time for the big reveal. Today is all about making the space inspirational and inviting. A couple things we have to do is put up a pin board, lay down a rug. Oh my goodness, I love it. Insert a gallery wall. Let's do it. And a few extra personal touches, which I'm so excited about, but it's a secret. A space really is not complete unless it's inviting, and there's 2 ways to do that, with warmth and comfort. So we're gonna go in with new lighting, some textures, comfortable seating, and my favorite, personal touches.
We interrupt this program to bring you Personal Touches, a stand-up special from Megan Arthurs.
So what did the rolling pin say to the dough? You need me, and I need you. It's not funny, sorry. Why did the rolling pin get promoted? It could roll with the punches. Is it good? Guys, come on, it's a good joke. What was the rolling pin's favorite genre of music? Rock and roll. Is it good? I think it's good. Everything's all set, Vanessa's home, and it's time for the big reveal. Yay! Welcome back. Okay, are you excited to see your new home office?
I cannot wait any longer.
Okay, let's go.
Oh my God! Stop, I'm gonna cry. Oh, it's so nice. Oh my God, oh my God.
So I'm gonna walk you through the space a little bit.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so obviously you have your new desk.
Love the color.
So 3 different drawers for stationery. We have your order forms, receipts, paper, notebooks as well. Okay, feature wall.
Yeah, it's so cute.
This is my one most excited part for the space because I definitely wanted to bring in some like creativity and like I want you to feel really inspired in the space.
I can't wait to go on a Zoom call with that behind
Right?
me.
We have a little printer station over here, and it is on wheels, so you can move it around. You could tuck it in the closet, you can move it beside the desk if it's helpful for you. And then at the bottom, there's a filing drawer. So we've already done a lot of your filing for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And then this is Alina's little zone, her play zone. So different decorative baskets that are labeled for art crafts and toys and coloring books. And you know, I wanted it to be inviting for her, but I didn't want it to feel like a toy room. And then a classic pin board up top. That's more neutral, not like cork.
No,
Yeah.
I love it.
We gotta thank our friends at Walmart for supplying the desk and the cubbies for Alina.
So cute, thank you. Ah!
I'm glad you like it.
Yes, thanks. Oh my God, it's so nice. Megan listened to me. She knew what I wanted. She ran with it, and she did an incredible job, and she set me up for success.
It's a lot less empty than it was before.
And she set me up for an organizational future.
Oh, so cute.
I am so happy with the makeover. It honestly exceeded the vision I had in my head, because at the end of the day, it's not just about a space, and it's not just about organizing. It's about creating an environment that allows people to flourish. And I really think we did that for Vanessa.
Wow, did you ever do an amazing job, Megan?
Thanks, Mary. It was so much fun.
Oh my gosh, you're an absolute wizard. And big thanks to Vanessa for doing this with us. We got to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Want to be on the good stuff?
Yeah! Amazing!
Whether you're ready for a brand new look,
Oh my gosh!
a refresh in your living space,
Oh my God.
need help with a special event, or want to show off your skills in the kitchen,
All right, let's go!
simply scan the QR code below and apply to be on the show.
If there's a space in your home that could use a touch of luxury, here's Kasia Walazik with some inspiration.
Welcome to my latest project. I wish I could take you through the entire house, but today I only have time for 3 rooms. Follow me. The transformation of the entryway is nothing short of remarkable. My goal for the space was to really create a beautiful, bright, and airy feel, filled with gorgeous furniture and that wow factor. I really wanted to create a space that was both welcoming and sophisticated at the same time. To soften the overall look, I introduced an oversized arched mirror, flanked by 2 beautiful brushed sconces. Now the sconces serve double duty. They're both functional and there are artistic elements in the space, really creating that beautiful effect. I finished it off with a gorgeous console that's curated with beautiful accessories on top. Welcome to the parlor room. This has got to be one of my favorite spaces because of all the rich charm it exudes. It's a gorgeous space that invites so much natural light, and that's exactly what I wanted to hold on to, which is why I ended up introducing custom ripple fold shears suspended from brushed gold hardware. They don't block out the light, but just soften the windows the right amount. Now, if you look at the space, this room has a theme. Everything in here is curved and sphered, and I absolutely love that. The foundation for that was the curved windows. I decided to introduce a kidney-shaped sofa to conform with the window layout, and that was the starting point for the sphere theme. I really wanted to keep it calm and simple and avoid any sharp angles. I decided to incorporate a sphere theme simply because this becomes the nook where friends and family come to share moments after meals, which is why I wanted to avoid any sharp angles. We finished off the space with this beautiful, oversized, textured glass chandelier that casts a gorgeous glow on this beautiful monochromatic space. I'm now in the family room. To update the built-ins, we refreshed them by painting them out in a bright new white and instantly breathed new life into them. When it comes to the furniture, I ended up adding in 2 apartment-sized sofas and a black swivel chair. This offers ample room for everyone to sit in, and it maximizes the space without overcrowding it. Because the room is linear, I ended up opting for a narrow but long coffee table to supply ample surface space. Now, because it's double-tiered, it does offer ample room for both books and accessories. I really enjoyed showing you around my latest project, and I really hope that it inspires you to add a little elegance into your space.
Everyone, please welcome Kasia. Oh my gosh, what an absolutely beautiful space.
Thank you so much. I had so much fun working on that, and I was so happy to share it with you.
Oh, it's absolutely stunning. Now, today in the studio, you're going to show us how to get these really luxurious looks, but for less.
Yes,
Yeah.
we don't want to spend money,
No.
but we want that luxury, right?
We definitely
Yeah.
do. So we're going to start off in the world of color.
Yes, color is the quickest and fastest way to establish that luxurious feel. So what you're going to do is you're going to select color based on harmony, just to establish that foundation. So looking at this vignette that I've done here, the first thing I've done is selected my wall color. And it's this beautiful neutral taupe. This is called Ashen by Dulux, and it really sets the mark for everything else that I selected after. Next, we went to the big foundation piece, the sofa. So as you can see, this is also in a nice warm taupe, slightly lighter than the wall, but nonetheless in the same harmonized color palette. And then everything is tied in together with this rug. So you can see this rug, it's got a beautiful tone on tone, pulls in the wall, pulls in the sofa, and that creates that luxurious feel. However, to elevate it a little bit more, you want to sprinkle in some metals.
Yeah.
And I love using gold, just because, of course, it's luxurious. It adds in that element of sheen to your space. So I introduced this beautiful coffee table. This is from Structube in a nice brushed gold color. And it comes with matching side tables.
Oh, okay.
Which is great. And the matching side tables are really easy to move.
Yes.
So this is really great if you have a space where you have furniture floating around and you want to be able to move something just so you have your horizontal surface to place your glasses, your book, your cup of tea on.
So smart.
Makes it very practical.
And you're not doing the thing that I do where I try to put it on the couch and then it spills and then your white couch now has...
You do not want to spill anything on this. And then just to finish off that color palette, you want to add in that little pop of boldness. So I always love introducing black. I think black should be present in every room in a small scale. So I've introduced, as you can see, small little pops of decor, but also that beautiful side chair there, which also swivels in that black textured color. And that kind of ties in everything together. So now we've created this color that just looks luxurious throughout.
It
but
really
it's not
does.
too much.
It looks like if you wore an outfit in this color too, similar to you, you look like luxury personified. I love it. Now, what about if we're thinking shapes and textures? Let's have a seat on some nice shapes and textures for this one.
Shapes and textures are key. You sit there and I'll sit on this beautiful, curvy sofa. So shapes are key. They definitely introduce that luxurious feel into the space. Starting off with the sofa, this is the Serena from Mobilia, and it is fantastic. You can tell that right away, this is artistic. This speaks to you when you see it in the room. It's a sofa, it's functional, but it's got that beautiful kidney shape, those beautiful curves. Instantly, this sofa now looks elevated, and it brings in a luxurious feel.
It really doesn't. It's not overly huge. Like, it's a good sized sofa. You can fit a lot of people on it, but it doesn't take up too much like visual space.
Yes, exactly. Another shape I'd want everyone to start considering arched shapes. So like this arched mirror here from Bouclair. So as opposed to introducing a mirror into your space that's rectangular, perhaps embracing a little bit of that architectural element and going in with something that has an arch. You're basically combining a circle with a rectangle together in one. So introducing these shapes throughout, and then perhaps something fun.
Oh,
look at this, right?
Love. Oh my gosh, yes. This is excellent.
A fun little sphere cushion. So you can, for elegance, you can still have whimsical fun with it. You can still introduce something that is whimsy to the space without it looking childish or too playful.
Totally, but then at the same time, we can still play catch.
Exactly.
Which is a delight.
Right? So much fun. And then when you're talking about shapes, textures as well. Textures are key to creating a luxurious space. So what we've got here is, Mary, you're sitting on one too, as well as the sofa and these throws here from Urban Barn. All boucle. Boucle has such an elegant feel because it's got a nice thick texture. It feels luxurious and it looks luxurious.
It does look, I did not know this was called boucle, and I love the texture. It's cozy, but also luxury.
But also luxurious and feel,
So nice.
Yes.
Now, we also wanted to talk about some interesting decorative pieces, because those are the things I think that take a room from being like, oh, this is nice, to like, oh, whoa, they know what they're doing.
Exactly. Interesting pieces are key. They're really the jewelry of the space. Like, they finish it off. So when you're introducing interesting pieces, I want you to avoid from introducing too many. We're not trying to clutter the space here. We're trying to really just command attention to one thing, 1 to 2 things. My favorite, this bowl. Can we look at this? Like, how gorgeous. So this is from Urban Barn. The reason why I love this is because it's an interesting decor piece that's in an unexpected shape. You would never think that stone could ripple the way that fabric would, but this is rippled. So instantly when you're walking into the space, your eye, drawn from the shape of the sofa to the neutral tone in the room, to all of a sudden this striking decor piece, right? Elegance all throughout. Same thing with the bust. I have a bust over there on top of a console. Same thing with that. It's an interesting piece. It commands attention. It's eye-catching. And it's something that, you know, your guests, when they come in, family and friends, will look at it and be like, where did she get that?
1000%. Very antique, very nouveau.
Yes, exactly.
Tell me about this piece of work behind you.
Love this piece of art. It's fantastic. I love how it ties in all the colors together. It's got a very nice organic feel to it. The beautiful part about this is, and you have to stand like relatively close to it to be able to see it, it's actually painted on top of linen.
Oh, cool.
So it's got this beautiful elevated texture. So all of a sudden that looks expensive. That looks luxurious. It's not a simple canvas. That's painted on linen. Where did she get that from, right? So it's just adding in all these elements, adding in all these little details to it to really create that luxurious luxe look.
Amazing. Kasha, as per usual, what a delight. I could sit here all day. We got to get going to a commercial. Great job, Kasha. We got to take a break. We'll be right back.
The undercoat is what sheds out, gets on your furniture,
Clothes.
also gets on, you know, that makes your vacuum work extra hard. And then finish off always with a comb and make sure you get right to the skin. To keep the dog healthy and happy and glowing like Blanche is here.
You look beautiful, girl. I love you so much.
You're gorgeous.
Want to give your pup dog show-worthy care at home? Here with insider tips on grooming, training, and nutrition is seasoned dog show expert Ian Lynch. Hi, Ian.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing so well. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Ian, first off, how did you get into the world of dog shows?
Well, you know how every classroom has a horse girl?
100%.
I was the dog boy. So I would talk about dogs all the time. I would bring my dog books and magazines to school, eat lunch and read them. I dined alone a lot. And then, you know, when I was about going into grade 8, I looked in the mirror and I said, Ian, if you want to be invited to a party, you better 86 this dog talk.
Yeah. This was me with cooking. I was always like, does anyone want to talk about protein content in flour?
Same, absolutely. Like, who wants to talk about the American Staffordshire Terrier at lunch? Silent. But then when I graduated college, I started talking about dogs and showing dogs, and I look good in a suit, so I thought, why not, right?
I love that. Look at, oh my gosh, look at these beauts. Oh my gosh. That is stunning. That's so cool. So you're going to kind of talk us through some really great ways to really just enhance our dog's life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So first off, let's talk about socializing a new puppy.
So socializing a dog is very, very important, and you really do have a window of a couple months once you get an 8 to 12-week-old puppy, and you want to expose them to as many things as possible. You can go to puppy kindergarten classes, you can bring them to pet stores, some hardware stores allow you to bring the dogs in as well. The mistake a lot of people make, though, is they let their dog get too excited to see people, and they think, my dog is socialized because it loves other dogs, and it goes crazy when it sees other dogs and other people. What you want is neutrality. You want the dog to just accept that there's other dogs and people around, but still listen to you and do what you tell them.
Okay, so it's almost like you're teaching the dog how to read the room.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, you're like, hey, we're gonna reel it back a little bit. Well, you and me. All right, you've got lots more great tips here as well. So let's start off with some furry friends, shall we? Let's talk crate training with Tater. Come on out here, Tater.
Come on out here, Tater.
Oh, it's Tater. Hi, Tater. Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
What a sweetheart.
What a sweetie.
So what a crate does, and thank you to Pet Value, they sent these great crates over. A crate uses a dog's natural denning instincts to keep it safe. So in the wild, dogs go underground and they feel safe and secure when they burrow a little hole. So what we do with the crate is we teach it to be like the dog's room. Not a room like, go to your room, instead of being like, I'm going to my room now. You guys have issues, you know?
You're like, it's more the like, I'm going to my room. You're not allowed
Netflix
in.
on my computer, you know? That type of thing. And so dogs, when they learn to love a crate, it's amazing because when you travel in the car, you can put them in it. If there's an emergency, they can go into the crate. So with a puppy, how I get them to go into the crate, I take the door off initially and put them in a playpen. That way they go in on their own and they learn to love their crate. A few months later, I attach the door and it's all good to go.
Okay, that's fantastic. I feel like Tater would be very good
at
all things Tater. Would you like a treat?
Oh, that's a good girl.
Good job, Tater.
She loves it.
Oh my gosh, what a delight. Thank you, Tater. Bye. Oh, he wants another one. I'm out. All right, Ian, what about dog food? Speaking of treats, what about dog food and treats?
Well, dog food, and just like us, you want to look at the ingredients. So you're looking for whole ingredients here. Here we see salmon as the first ingredient, followed by rice. I love this food. Great for great stomachs, great for great coat. You want to look at your dog. Does the dog have sparkling eyes? Does it have a nice shiny coat? Do they have firm stools? If they have firm stools, then everything's going well in the diet department. Same with treats. I love these Benny Bullies. First ingredient, only ingredient is freeze-dried liver. Dogs don't work for free for long.
No,
you know,
they don't.
They'll do it a
Tater,
couple times for you.
instance.
That wouldn't be happening with the ham. That's all treat. So you want to have treats on hand to teach the dogs good manners and stuff and to reward good behavior. You really want to always be isolating the behavior. So when they sit, the second they sit, it, you give them their treat.
Yeah.
If you're housebreaking a dog, the moment the urine or feces is coming out of them, you're putting the treat in their mouth. You're
Yes.
showing them, this is what I want from you.
This is what I want.
This is exactly what I want.
Okay, right on. Now, and where did we get all of these guys too?
These are from, you can get these from Pet Value or Ren's Pets,
Oh, nice.
PetSmart as well. Yeah, tons and tons of places to get
Okay,
these.
fantastic. Okay, now we're gonna talk grooming, and we have to bring out a dog with fantastic hair. So let's bring Blanche out here. Come on out, Blanche.
Come on out, Blanche.
Oh, Blanche, you beautiful girl.
Supermodel.
Oh, what a coat on
What a
her.
coat. Absolutely. So with a dog, to brush it, you always want to brush a coat that's been misted. We never brush dry hair on a dog. It'll break the coat.
Oh,
So we
really?
mist with water or a mix of water and conditioner. And then we use a brush, like this is a slicker brush, or one of these rake style brushes for a golden retriever. This will get right down to the coat. You want to get right to the skin and take out the undercoat. The undercoat is what sheds out, gets on your furniture,
Clothes.
also gets on, that makes your vacuum work extra hard. And then finish off always with a comb and make sure you get right to the skin to keep the
Okay.
dog healthy and happy and glowing like Blanche is here.
You look beautiful, girl. I love you
You're
so much.
gorgeous.
Okay, bye, Blanche.
Bye, baby.
Yeah. Blanche and I are buds. We go way back. Very cool. All right, now let's talk about, we're kind of in the realm of this, but let's chat bathing and let's bring Lexi out here to
Lexi,
chat
hi.
that. Okay. Lexi's a tiny little thing. Hi, Lexi.
You could bathe Lexi in the sink, I think.
I think you definitely
sink
could.
pup.
She's a sink puppy. Now, okay, so for a dog like Lexi, how often should we be bathing her?
Now, you want to use a good quality shampoo, always a dog shampoo, and you want to dilute it. So when you buy shampoo, you're going to see a ratio, and that's going to be how many portions of water to shampoo. People use shampoo straight on. It's way too harsh for the dog. So dilute it all the time, mix it up. And then a dog like this, a smooth-coated dog like a Chihuahua, a Doberman Pinscher, could be bathed about once every 4 weeks.
Okay.
Dogs that have more hair-like, so a Yorkie, a Maltese, a Poodle, can be bathed more often. But make sure you use a high-quality shampoo and make sure you rinse them well. And on a note too, when you're done bathing your dog, you want to use a dryer. And so I brought this high-velocity dryer.
Is this your dog dryer?
I brought it with me from London, Ontario. Okay,
Yes.
this is how much I need it. You want to use a high-velocity dryer because it's going to blast that hair off your dog.
It almost looks like a Ghostbuster.
Dun, dun,
Like,
dun,
hold it up. Yeah.
You want to use these because it's going to blast the hair off your dog and save it from being on your clothes, on
Okay.
your furniture. It's going to really help with shedding.
Yeah.
Do it in the garage if you can because it's going to look like Edward Scissorhands. It's going to go everywhere.
Copy.
And another note with spring happening now is that a lot of people's dogs go out and they get in the water, they swim. You always want to dry your dogs, especially in the armpit area, because what dogs can get is a type of moist dermatitis. It's called a hot spot. This is going to cost you $200, but going to the vet every time your dog gets a hot spot is going to add up a whole lot more. So I say invest in a high-velocity dryer.
I love that. Well, Lexi, you did so well. Thank you so much, Ian. Great job. That was fantastic. Thank you so much. We got to take a break. We'll be right back.
Tomorrow on The Good Stuff, it's our Save and Splurge show.
You're
And a woman on the go.
I'm a woman on the go and I have salsa to make.
Yeah, from tools in the kitchen to clothes in the closet. Find out when it is and isn't worth it to splash the cash. Plus,
This is the perfect save and splurge dinner.
I'll reveal which ingredient I go large with to put a special spin on an easy meal. That's tomorrow on The Good Stuff.
For today. If you'd love to be on the show, just scan the QR code on your screen. From fashion and beauty to decor makeovers and a hand in the kitchen, we'd love to help you out. That's our show for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for more of The Good Stuff.